Hi, welcome to SPR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Lojek. It's Week 17 in the NFL. Today is Thursday, December 29th, and we are talking with Al McMordie from BigAl.com. We're going to get some of his thoughts on a couple of these interesting final week of the regular season games. And the first one, the Bills and the Jets. Al McMordie, this is kind of a classic Week 17 game that we see. The Bills, of course, fired Rob and Rex Ryan, fired both of them, right? And the Jets, an absolute mess, a disaster of a team winding down their season. So how do we find betting value in their matchup in Week 17? The Jets are a 3.5-point home underdog, and the total is down from 45 to about 42. When it was at 44, I thought maybe the under was a good play. Now it's down to 42. I don't know what I would think about it at 42, and with the spread at 3.5, I'm completely clueless on this one. What can you tell us about this one, Al?
Well, you know, what I like about it is Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to start at quarterback for New York, and he had the best game of his season back in Week 2 versus the Bills. He threw for 374 yards in that game, and the Jets won that ball game 37-31. Meanwhile, E.J. Manuel's going to get the start under center for Buffalo rather than Tyrod Taylor, and this is really a business decision for the Buffalo Bills. They can't risk Taylor getting a serious injury in the final week, because then they'd be on the hook for a $27.5 million guaranteed payment to him. So he's going to hit the pine. They're going to start E.J. Manuel instead. Now, last week, I had a huge play on New England against the New York Jets. We had our NFL favorite of the month last week on the New England Patriots, and they rewarded us with a 41-3 blowout victory of New York. But I'm going to switch gears here, and I'm actually going to bet on New York in this game as the home dog versus Buffalo. And one of the things I like to do is take home underdogs or pick 'em teams if they're off a loss by 23 or more points. These teams, going all the way back to 1980, have covered 183 times. They've lost just 114 times against the spread. And that also contingent upon them playing an opponent with a one-loss percentage greater than 400. And then we can even improve that 183 and 114 system. We can improve it to 57 and 23 ATS since 1980 if the opponent is off a straight-up loss, which the Buffalo Bills are. So that's one thing I really like about the Jets in this game as the home dog. The other thing I like is that this is an underdog-oriented series. Of course, both of these teams are from New York State. It's a big rivalry. And the underdog has gone 42 and 25 the last 67 in this series, including 31 and 12 if the underdog had a worse one-loss record than its opponent. So everything points toward the Flyboys here. I'm going to take New York plus the points.
Wow, great call on the Pats last week. I was a sucker on that one. I saw all those points. I thought the Jets have got to be the player. I was totally off on that one. But we have Al's pick on the Jets game this week, which is on the Jets at plus 3.5. It's down from 6, but it's still a 3.5 market wide. Great take, Al. Thanks so much. And tell us about your website, BigAl.com.
Sure. Well, folks can go to BigAl.com. I have not one, not two, not three, but 4 complimentary selections every single day. 2 from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. And of course, you can get our very best picks for sale there as well. Just click on Picks for Sale. And I've been having a terrific run over the past 13 months or so. And if you look at how we've done just lately in football, 69 and 39, my last 108, 26 and 10, my last 36 in basketball. Coming up on Monday, my one and only 5-star college football game of the year. Guys, I haven't lost a 5-star football play all season long.
Really?
You don't want to miss this 5-star game of the year. Last season, we cashed a 5-star game of the year with Duke against Indiana. And this year, it goes Monday. So go to BigAl.com and click on Picks for Sale.
Wow. Awesome, Al. Thanks.
Thanks, Pete.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.